Hi guys, I'm Shmee. As any McLaren 12C owner will profess, it is one fantastically all-round car. The thing is absolutely brilliant, and I can tell you after a couple of 100 miles on the road yesterday, I had a big smile on my face. The only minor flaw with it though is when it was released, and you probably read this at the time, there were a couple of problems with the navigation system. Development never really finished on that. So McLaren have addressed that problem and released a new Android-based tablet upgrade. You can head down to a service centre, takes a couple of hours, and basically brings the whole thing above where it should be. It's a fantastic system, so I'm about to have that installed. I've got a couple of adventures coming up, my Where's Shmee tour around Europe for the next couple of weeks, then Gumball 3000, and then some more adventures in summer, so it's pretty important that I know where I'm going. Anyway, time to head over into the McLaren London service centre where I'm having my upgrade installed, and take it from there. Old system all out. That's a strange way to see the car, but it's in good hands. Next time we see it, it's going to have the new iris navigation system in there. After 3 hours in the McLaren London service centre, it's time to jump in and have a look at the new iris system. So the 12C, I have self-wrapped my key. It's not fantastic light blue, but the double press to open. A lot of people still don't know that trick, but quite neat. Or you can slide, of course, on the original cars, or press the button. So we'll jump in the car. Immediately you've got the logo. You can tell straight away that this screen is vastly more vibrant and bright than the old system. It's brand new, so let's remove the display protector. So let's go into the screen. So you've got a new home screen, similar sort of setup. You've got phone, media, radio, nav, but this time you've got apps and voice control. So yeah, you can tell it's immediately recognised my iPod that's plugged in. Let's have a look through these settings though. Phone. So similarly, it's all Bluetooth. Oh, I haven't synced my contacts yet, but the contacts list would come up neatly. The display is all very nice and tidy. The new iris actually also comes with this new button configuration. To go with the new system, you have return, settings, mute, and voice. You can press the centre button to go back to home. Now, random fact. Thanks to my friends at Car Throttle, I can tell you this. That logo on the middle button actually represents the view you get of the McLaren Technology Centre, the place where the Formula 1 team is based and everything's designed. I should probably kick up the engine. Oh, ignition on. Let's get this started. Sorry, the system didn't stay on as a result of me not running the ignition. Let it boot. So basically this iris system is based on Android, so there's a lot more to it than before. The idea being with Android that just like a mobile phone or a tablet, you can install so many more apps and you've got more play and things you can do going forward. So we'll run through those. Media control, it's got my iPod recognised. A whole bunch of options. You can see how that works. Very similarly standard. Let's click through them, just have a play. Radio, nothing set up at the minute. To scroll through. I'm learning as I go, yeah. So we'll select radio 1. Very generic. Button down here to mute it. Then, so you can see it's picked up my Sony Xperia. For Bluetooth audio, that's new from the previous version, that's quite neat. You'd click here to browse and go through your iPod library, for example, into your playlists. I have a whole bunch of playlists all named ready for the McLaren, so you know, you just put on a song, plays it up, so you've got this new interface, which is very neat. It's muted at the moment, I'll mute it. So the jog dial is a little bit more feel to it than there was on the old system. But, so that's quite neat the way you get all of that looking. Line in would just be an aux cable, I guess. I don't use that, I have the iPod connected with an iPod cable. So radio is shortcut to where we would have been otherwise. Yep, absolutely. Just mute that and go back. So the nav has been completely reworked. while it's loading, you can see up at the top you have the status bar, Bluetooth phone signal, you get notifications up top, which is quite neat. So navigation loading, it's its own app if you will, completely redone since the previous system. So you'll have to bear with me on all of this because it's the first time for me learning how it all works too. So you can see where I am. New display, pretty map. Some settings. If you click the settings button, that's how you get into setting your destinations. It's just very neat. You can find a destination on the map or input an address. And basically this is just going to resolve all of the problems with the old system. You know, before the navigation, it got a little bit lost. It didn't take all postcodes, it didn't know where everything was, and you could tell it just wasn't necessarily the entirely finished product, and this is where it should be, and this system really is, I mean, I can immediately tell. I have tapped in a few addresses on one, so I know that it picks up full postcodes, and it's accurate and detailed, it's exactly what you want, and that was very clever, and it supports itinerary routes too, so you can, I'm not sure, without entering something, if I go, let's just put in Sevenoaks, given that that is where McLaren London is based. It's recognised that that's what I'm writing, click done. I just want to go to the centre of town, let's just select. Apparently I need to put in, oh no, there we go. Let's brought out the map from the service centre into the centre of Sevenoaks. So that's quite neat. Let's go. What else I'm going to show us now? Route information at the bottom. If we go back into, next command icon up there, it's just a clearer display really. If you go back into here you can see my route, and this is where you get to play with itineraries. So you can see an overview, edit route takes us straight into this where we can put in an extra destination if we need to on top of the ones already there. That's all wickedly easy. Go back home, sorry. So we've been through nav, let's have a look at apps. Now this is where stuff gets fun. So you have Google Maps, which basically just lets you look around the map as you would. I've got to do this little trick first. So I'm just getting my phone out of my pocket, a little bit awkward with the camera, because this is where stuff gets clever. If on my phone I enable the hotspot mode, so if on here I go tethering and personal hotspot and turn on portable hotspot, you have to obviously have a contract that allows you to do this. But if you do, in the settings we have just connected it to make sure this works properly. But it finds my phone, finds the network, it's connected to it. You can see up there it's added the Wi-Fi bars. So this is where if we go back into apps and into the maps, Google Maps will load up and you can search around, drag, do stuff, see things, plan routes, see traffic. I mean, it's Google Maps just like on your phone, but in the car, which is genius. Then you also have the browser. So Google, let's go to, you can see I've just typed in one or two random things. The first thing we're going to go to though is Shmee150.com. So I'm out in the countryside, so excuse me for this not being the quickest thing in the world, but now you've got the mobile version of my website where all my videos go straight up. I guess it's not entirely the normal mobile, it's slightly different. But I'm going to see if I can play a video. So yeah, like I said, excuse the slow connection, we are in the countryside here. But there's going to be a video there and then I'm going to try and play it when it loads up. You can see, well I guess you wouldn't know, but the screen is vastly brighter than it used to be. I guess that helps with sun glare. Presumably it's adjustable. When am I going to get this video? Oh, here we go, good, because I already clicked in the middle, so it is loading video. And yep, we are actually watching a Shmee 150 video in the McLaren, and this is, that's a Aventador that crashed. Not so ideal. Now, I guess it's buffering. If the phone connection was faster, we'd have this as a cleaner view, but hey, I think the fact that you can even do it is pretty cool. Anyway, let's quit out of that. The radio's automatically gone back on, presumably because I unmuted it to play the video. So that's the browser. I guess you can do everything with that. TuneIn is a digital radio app, so again it uses the data connection to load up digital radio stations and weather. Pretty self-explanatory, I guess. It's going to show me the weather. Pops us on a map. Kent, United Kingdom, sunny and a little bit of rain. Well, that rain hasn't started yet. Long may it not. So this is all really very, very cool. What does this do? Shut the screen off. No, let's put it back on. Right, I need to set this and get on my way, get back home. It's wicked to see that you can just have that system upgraded. I'm looking forward to using it on my tour around Europe. No need for an extra GPS like I normally have on my tours to trust things, because that's going to know what to do. Takes a couple of hours at a service centre. Cost is about 2,000 a little bit. But from what I can tell, it's well worth it. I mean, it's a full-on computer integrated into the McLaren 12C. So you're there back where the system probably should have been. But I would recommend every 12C owner gets that installed. Everything I've read has suggested it's fantastic, and it looks it so far. So I'm going to do a write-up about that. It'll be on the Shmee 150 website when I've had a little bit of a play and I know exactly what's going on. But thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll catch up with you again soon. Cheers! The new Shmee-mobile. This is my McLaren 12C Coupe. The first spot in the new...